Hey y'all, so I am in downtown Santa Fe, and right over here is the oldest Catholic church in the United States, San Miguel. Let's go. All right, so that was San Miguel, the oldest church in the U.S. Like I said, we have record that it was built around 1621, maybe a couple years before that. The walls were finished in like 1610 and then put together. So now we're heading over to Loretto Chapel, which has the famous St. Joseph stairs. I'll talk about those in just a second. The nice thing is it's really close. They're only like a quarter of a mile apart, so you can just walk over there. Also, San Miguel, you do have to pay like a small $1 fee to get in, but I would say it's definitely worth it. And they also have Mass if you just want to go to celebrate Mass. All right, so that was the Loretto Chapel. It's the St. Joseph Stairs, and the fascination with St. Joseph Stairs is when the church was built in the 1800s, they didn't have that staircase to the choir loft. And so they did a novena to St. Joseph to have someone come and build it because they didn't have a carpenter to build that. They didn't really have the money either. So after those 9 days, the sisters got a knock on their door from a gentleman that had some very rudimentary tools and said, hey, I'm looking for some work and I want to get back to the church. How can I help? And the sisters said, well, as a matter of fact, we do need a staircase built. He said, great. So he goes and starts working on the staircase, and that is the staircase that you see today. It's a spiral, like a spring-like staircase. Now, when he was done, he didn't ask for money, he just vanished. Sisters went to go look for him to see if they can give him any type of payment. Couldn't find him. The reason why it's a miracle, A, because they asked St. Joseph to come and to help and aid, and the man, and they attribute to St. Joseph, came and built that staircase. Now, the reason why that staircase is so special is because there is no support on the sides. Usually whenever you have a spiral staircase like that, if you look, in most architecture, people will put either a pole right in the middle and have the stairs wrap around it, or they'll put support beams on the side of the walls to, you know, protect it. The guy didn't do that. He just made a perfect spiral staircase with no attaching supporting structure. It was a literal spring. In fact, when the sisters would go to walk up it, it would just sway and bounce as they would walk, and so they had to be very careful. Now, as you saw, they put some beams here and there to protect it. Now, I will say, unfortunately, that the chapel it's not owned by the Catholic Church anymore. It's owned by the city. It is a national landmark, thankfully, so it will be protected for years to come. But the Blessed Sacrament's not in there, even though it looks like a functioning church. They do weddings and different ceremonies in there. You do have to pay to go in. It's like $5 for an adult, and then goes different prices for different people. I'm a little disappointed. I wish the church still owned that chapel, sadly. But, you know, what are you gonna do? Anyways, so I'm gonna head over to the cathedral now at the Archdiocese of San Jose. It's gonna have some more of the retablos like I was talking about, and obviously one of the oldest archdioceses in the country. Also, well, of course now the bells are ringing. I've got like 30 minutes before they're gonna start Mass there, so I gotta hurry. But the cool thing is, the cathedral, as you just heard, is right here. It's right around the corner from the Loreto Chapel. So San Miguel, Loreto Chapel, Cathedral, they're all very close within walking distance. Well, unfortunately, I missed the doors by like 3 minutes. That bell was 4:30, and that's when they locked the front doors, and you can't get into the main church. You can go into the chapel, which is what you saw, but not in the main. So it'll just be an excuse to come back another time and film. But I wouldn't do what I did today, which was try to hit everything all in one day, especially like starting at noon, going to Tomé Hill, then all the way up to Chimaya, which is on the opposite side, and then try to hurry and come down here in Santa Fe and try to do everything. I would recommend, if you're gonna do New Mexico, do like a minimum 2 days. Do like a day in Albuquerque and Tomé Hill, and then another day here in Santa Fe. Whew, that's really bright. Do another day here in Santa Fe so you can hit all these places with plenty of time. Go to Mass at the Cathedral Basilica. Also, if you're looking for parking, just right back up here, right by the Cathedral Basilica, they do have parking available. I think you have to pay, but I mean, you have to pay everywhere around here, but at least there, it's a little bit safer, and you're not on the side of the street and paying the city, you're paying the church for, you know, improvements and whatnot. So anyways, that's my cue. I gotta get home. I'll talk to y'all in the next one. God bless. Peace.